was just for 3, so 3 nights. I had one.
One night.
Had one, so yeah, 2 more nights.
Okay, actually you're so right.
Yes. And you? Are you staying?
Same, actually, just to be 3 nights.
Just for 3 nights? Yeah, it was a very last minute booking. As in the trip, the whole trip.
Oh no.
Before going back to work. Oh, yeah, as in the break. I thought, try and see at least two locations in Thailand.
Good morning.
Akis, how are you?
Oh, good.
Yeah, we needed a male energy to balance. There you are.
Maybe where I come now.
Here, you come
Here.
Yes. I mean, if one more person comes, we... No, I don't think so. Then we don't take them. Well, actually, it's a... No, you always have to think it's a tropical island, so people are a little easygoing. And then we say, should we take 5 minutes late people or 10-minute late people? And we usually do, but I'm Turkish and I used to teach in Turkey, and we were quite strict about it. But here, it's like everything is already very open. And
Also the Thai people don't care about the time so much.
I don't have much Thai people here.
Yeah, in general, yeah, very
But
cautious.
it's the island vibe.
Survival party, yes.
I am.
I'm Lana, I'm girlfriend Nico, drummer.
Ah, your name is?
Lana.
Ah, hi. You're the girlfriend of Nico. Hello. We are girlfriends and wives, but nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Let's just be the person rather than the title. Alright, here I am Begum. There, when working yesterday, I'm like the poor wife working. Alright, so... No, I'm sitting. Would you like a margarita or something? You seem so like, well, what are we doing now? You've already joined the basics. It's not very like easy going. So, as I've mentioned, my name is Begum and I will be your yoga basics instructor today. And again, take it easy. And if something feels wrong, just don't do it. But also go out of the comfort zone. I know it's a contradiction, but imagine the pain is a cliff. You don't jump, but you just come to the edge and look at it. Oh, there is this pain, I'm not going there, so I will stay right here. And your border is here, so you walk a little bit more. It should be like attention, maybe. Tension is good, contraction feels okay, pain is not good. And today we have Bikram yoga, hot yoga, because it's so hot. So, we mix the two. Okay, so take a comfortable sitting position, which could be cross-legged or extended legs. You can sit on a block if you like, if you feel like you want to be more a little bit elevated in your hips. That's totally up to you. I feel sometimes better like this and sometimes better on the mat. Now, let's just bring the mind into our practice. Although the physical body sometimes goes somewhere, the mind daydreams. So let's bring awareness to where we are, and let's bring awareness or mindfulness to our body. Whenever you are ready, imagine you have a rope at the crown of your head pulling you up And try to keep it like this all the time, unless we are doing a forward bend or something. And then, keeping the spine straight, relax the wrist. Allow your body to ground, to settle. Maybe help recognizing it by recognizing or bringing awareness to the heart floor, the surface underneath you. And then feel your sitting bones, the bones that are touching on the floor or the mat or the block. If your eyes are still open, just for a couple of minutes, let's close the eyes, let's close the doors of the mind to turn inwards, to focus on our physical body. Bring awareness to your feet, the parts of your feet that are touching the mat. Try to feel the sensation in that area. It requires a focus, and the mind may escape somewhere else because it's not like fun. But do your best. Just allow yourself some time to try this. Try focusing in the sensations. The skin of the feet touching the mat. How it feels. And then bring awareness to your knees. At this moment, we're not trying to change anything, but bringing awareness, bringing mindfulness or focus to our body, to our physical body, connecting with ourselves. Bring awareness to your upper legs and then your hands, wherever they are. Maybe your hands are on your knees. Maybe they are touching each other on your lap. Maybe palms are touching the knees. Maybe the outside of the hands are. Just bring awareness to the sensations. Your knees touching your hands touching your knees. And then bring your awareness to your wrists, to your arms, to your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. If they are too tight, just recognize it. But you don't have to try to stretch it now. Just, we will do it. Believe me, I will help you do it. And then bring your awareness to your tummy, to your abdominal area. How it is today. Is it stiff? Is it relaxed? Can you feel your stomach? Can you feel your rib cage with every inhale and exhale? With every breath you take, with every inhalation, you take an amount of air into your body. Your body takes it actually. We are not really aware of our breathing phases, but once you breathe in, your body expands, your upper body. In your normal everyday breath, can you catch those moments where with the inhalation, maybe your shoulders are moving up, maybe your rib cage is expanding to the sides, or maybe your belly is moving forward, whichever it is. Can you feel the movements? Movements, yes. Physically. At this point, if you're a beginner in yoga, let's forget about the subtle things like feel the energy, feel the sensation, but focus on the physical body. During the inhale, during the breathing in, what happens? Can you feel the rise in your upper body? And then during the exhalation, can you feel the fall, the rib cage going back to its normal shape? And then this time, with the next inhalation, can you also inhale to the top of your crown, and can you find this length in your spine, lengthening? Once you inhale, can you feel the lengthening from the tailbone to the crown of the head, as well as your rib cage? As if your body is expanding horizontally and vertically. And then as you exhale, the body comes back to its original shape. Then again, when you inhale, you expand all the directions. And then exhalation. Maybe during the exhale, concentrate on your sitting bones. Maybe during the exhale, imagine your sitting bones are getting heavier. Your tailbone is sinking a little more into your mat. When yoga teachers say, get rooted, this is it. When you exhale, you feel the sitting bones heavier, your foundation being built strong, and then during the inhale, you lengthen through the spine, through the crown of the head, and then through the rib cage. Micro movements, but find that movement, bring awareness to it. Inhale and expand, exhale and settle into your mat. Connect with your sitting bones, connect with your tailbone, the pelvic bone. Imagine a tree, it cannot grow without the roots. Maybe just for a second, visualize your tailbone like the root of a tree. Every exhale, it goes deeper and deeper. And whenever you breathe in, imagine your spine is the trunk of the tree rising up with every inhale. And then put your arms to the side. Imagine these are the branches of your tree. The palms will be on the side. You can open your eyes if you like, whenever you want, or you can keep them closed. My English sometimes is limited with the descriptions because I'm not a native speaker. And I have an English husband, and it got worse since we got married, my English. So I don't know why, but you can always watch me rather than listening. So we built the roots, we built the trunk. Let's play with the branches. Let's add the movement to our inhales and exhales. When you inhale, raise your arms, lift your branches all the way up high to the sky, and then turn the palms down. When the body starts exhaling, lower the arms down. Soft movements with ease. Use your visualization and do it at your own pace. Maybe faster, maybe slower than me. So that you don't interrupt. Inhale as you reach up to the sky or send your branches up high, and exhale and feel your sitting bones. Synchronize the movements with your breath. Yoga literally means union of mind, body, and breathing. A few more rounds. Enjoy the breath, enjoy the movement. Do it one more time at your own pace. One more inhale and exhale. And then let your fingertips rest on the side, on the mat. Maybe using a block, or maybe just with the fingertips. Put your fingertips to the side, next to your hips, left hip. If you need a block, if your fingertips don't reach without moving the sitting bone, you can always use a block. And then lengthen through the crown of the head one more time. Open the right palm up, and as you inhale, reach up to the sky. Bend your left elbow. Put the palm this time put your left palm on the mat. And give yourself a nice side bend. You're welcome to bend your left elbow as much as you like. Try not to turn your heart down to the floor. Rather keep it straight facing forward, or you can try opening it up. You don't have to look at your hands. It is a bit weird to the neck. If your neck is not used to it, you may not like it. During the side bend, you will feel a stretch on the right lower back. Now try to inhale to that area, to expand that lower back, side lower back. When you inhale to your belly, send the inhale to that area just by thinking. When you inhale, there will be an opening on this area. And as you exhale, come back to the center. Just a small note, when we say inhale to that area, people are like, how do I inhale to my belly or to my side back? So the movement comes with visualization. When you want to move a finger, at the split of a second, first you visualize it, then the muscle understands it and moves. You can do the other way around also. When you want to relax a muscle, you can visualize it consciously, and then you can relax it. And just like that, you can send your inhalation to wherever you like. You can breathe and visualize. You want to send it to that muscle. And that area can expand. You will, probably it will get easier on time. Anyway, I talk a lot in yoga basics. One of my attendees said I'm like a CNN news speaker.
Must be tiring.
I love it. I can't stop because we have to know why we are doing what we are doing. Put your fingertips, right fingertips to the side, and then when we get closer to the mat, we will bring the palms down. So, left arm open, keep the spine straight, feel your sitting bones. We don't want to lean forward. We will keep the spine straight, but side stretch. So when you're ready, first inhale, reach with the left arm up, and then bend the right elbow. Try the side stretch. Feel your sitting bones. Do not overstretch, that causes injuries too. So find the tension, move a little forward, and then stay there. Now use your breath. Inhale to that area. Open it up. When you inhale, physically you expand the body. When you exhale, a space is being opened. Use that space to go further. One more deep inhale, and exhale, come back. Come back to the center. Now, one more spine warming up with the twists. So, take your left palm to the outside of the right knee. You can use a block at the tailbone next to your bum. Just behind you. So left palm on the right knee. First take your right hand all the way up and let your crown of your head and right hand lengthen. And as you exhale, roll your right hand back and put it either on the block, or if you can reach the mat, you can put it on the mat. Keep your hand as close to your tailbone as you can. If you do that, your arm will support your spine, so that even if you want to round your spine, it won't happen. I usually put my thumb in between my cheeks of bum. I don't know how to say that. Now, as you inhale, again, open up before turning. And then once you start twisting to the right, exhale and start twisting from the bottom of the spine all the way to the neck. Elongate through the crown of the head. Find the lengthening there. Feel the sitting bones there. And once we are in the twist position, the lungs are squeezed like a dishwashing sponge. This is when you want to inhale to your lungs to detoxify the lungs, and then exhale, release the toxins. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release the arms back to the center. Feel that whatever you are feeling in the spine, maybe an opening, maybe you feel the muscles that stretched. Bring awareness to your body at all times during yoga session. Not all the time, that would be weird to live like that, always bringing awareness to the body, which I see a lot actually on the island. Maybe just in the session. So put your left thumb next to your tailbone and let your left arm support your spine. If your thumb doesn't reach without arching your spine, use a block. Right hand outside the left knee. First, start with the face and body forward and find the expansion here. Expand by inhaling. And as you twist to the left, at the same time, lengthen through the crown of your head. And then wherever your edge is, stay there. Bring awareness to your sitting bones. With every inhalation, find that expansion through the crown of the head. Lengthen vertically and horizontally. One more deep inhale. And then come back to your center. Let's go to all fours. The tabletop position. At the tabletop position, you want to open the fingers as wide as you can, but let your thumbs place themselves naturally. And when you find your position, this is a tabletop, so you want to create your table stable as you can, so the legs will carry your upper body, legs and arms. So you want your knees underneath the hip bones, wrists underneath the shoulders, and if your wrists are fragile, you can use your fists rather than your wrists. And if you are using your palms, give majority of your weight to your index and thumb, but support your hands and wrist with other fingertips as well. Now, as you start inhaling, drop the belly, push the sitting bones up, open the heart, and lift the chin. As you start exhaling, take your tailbone in, release the head, press against the mat with the palm to separate the shoulder blades from each other. Again, inhale, open up. Exhale, release the head, lift the heart away, take your tailbone in. If you're a mouth breather, seal your lips and try to inhale and exhale through the nose, because this will activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of fight or flight mode. And the air we breathe through the nose is more filtered, better for the lungs. 2 more rounds at your own pace. Again, remember your inhales and exhales and synchronize this movement as much as you can with your inhales and exhales. 1 more round. And then bring your hips to your heels. First, try without opening the knees to the side. Now, we have 2 options in child pose, Balasana. You can either keep the knees inside, or you can bring the toes together but open the knees. They both have different feelings. Let's try both. So first, keep the knees inside. If your hips are not touching the heels, that's fine, but drop the hip towards the heel as much as you can. Now slide your hands forward, again as much as you can, and then release the head. If your head is not reaching the mat, your forehead, you can use a block. It's probably more comfortable for the neck. And then walk with your fingertips forward. So that will lift your elbows up. Walk, walk, walk as much as you can to give stretch to the shoulder blades and the upper back. Wiggle with your fingertips more and more and more. Lift your palms away from the mat. Just keep the fingertips on the floor. Extend the arms, straighten the arms, and roll as much as you can with your fingers. Now, at this position, bring awareness to your lower back and your knees. See what happens when you inhale. Deep inhale to your belly. Focus on your lower back. When the knees are inside, the child pose brings opening to the bottom of the spine, especially to the lower back. Try to inhale to your tummy, to your belly, and find the expansion at your lower back. Now lift your head up. Maybe bring your hands closer to the mat. Bring the toes together and open the knees as wide as you can. This is the extended child pose. Now slide your hands forward, keeping the hips closer to the heels. In this position, usually it's a beautiful opening for the thighs and for the hips. And sometimes it's easier to bring the forehead to the mat. Inhale and see where the expansion happens. Now with the next inhale, lift your head up and look forward. Keep the hips on the heels or close to the heels. Just put your fingertips on the mat. Lift the pills, oh my god. Lift the palms up. Keep the arms straight. Look forward. Now, bring awareness to your hips and to your lower back. At this position, try to drop the belly a little more. Roll the shoulders. These are like micro movements. Try to push the shoulder blades towards the hips to open the chest, to open the heart. Normally, in this position, our neck will be stuck between the shoulders. What we want is to take the shoulders away, find that opening of the heart, and whenever you are forward folding or bending, try to look forward to open the heart. And push the shoulder blades back to the hips. Half lift or Ardha Balasana, half child pose. Now take a deep inhale and keep that opening and walk to the right with your fingers. Give your left lower back a nice stretch. If you want to go further, you can just sink your heart down to the mat. You don't need to, you don't have to, but if you like to stretch a little more, and then you can release the head. Now use your inhale in this position and see where the opening happens. So either sinking to your right upper leg, or keeping your head lifted. Inhale and feel your rib cage expanding. As you exhale, sink a little more into your child pose. Next inhale, lift your head up, lift your heart up, and walk to the center. One more deep inhale here. Push the shoulder blades back, open the heart. Exhale, start walking to the right. As much as you can, don't torture yourself. You can stay half lifted here, or you can let your heart melt down. Inhale and bring awareness to any openings in the body. Exhale, sink a little more into your mat. lift the head, come to the center, and bring yourself to all fours. Now, keep the knees together this time. And the hands, wrists underneath the shoulders. Don't keep the hands together, then we'll lose the balance. Extend your right leg back. Keep it parallel to the floor. I had the same thing, I just couldn't extend it back. Okay, now imagine you are putting the sole of your foot, right foot, to a wall so that the toes are facing down. Keep the heart open by pressing the palms to the mat and lifting the heart. Face forward. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, bend your knee and bring your nose to the knee as you draw your knee to your chest. Inhale, open up. Push the heel back rather than the toe. Exhale, knee to nose, nose to knee. Inhale, open up. Now when you are pulling your knee to your chest, lift your heart away from the mat. Open up some space for your knee. Exhale, knee to nose. Press the palms against the mat to find that space so that your knee has a lot of space in here. At your own pace. A few more rounds. Now, with the next exhale, with your next knee to chest, keep your knee there. Shift your upper body a little forward so that you can bring your right foot outside the left. And put the outside of your right leg, shin, to the floor. Now slide back with your left leg as much as you can, coming to pigeon pose. In the pigeon pose, you don't want to sit on your right hip or you don't want to sit on your left quadricep. You want to be in the middle. And the closer your foot to your inner thigh, the easier it is. But if your hips are super flexible, you are welcome to walk with your toes and heel. That will bring a deeper stretch. But if you're not flexible, it is also may cause injuries. So, pigeon pose. Again, we will use the breath. And if you are suffering, you are welcome to use a block of the inner thigh. Now, inhale as you lengthen through the crown of the head, open the heart. Lift the shoulder blades towards the hips. Now bring awareness to your lower back and the left leg. Relax those muscles. When you relax the left leg muscles, naturally you will sink a little deeper into your mat. If this is painful, you can use a block in between the legs. Now put the forearms down. Interlace the fingers. And put your forehead to your head. Forehead to your hand, not to your head. Bring probably your right hip is stretching, there is a tension there. Make sure it's not pain, but a tension. Tension is in a larger area. Pain is at some specific point, which is dangerous. Inhale to your hip, wherever you feel the tension. As you exhale, relax your muscles and surrender your body to gravity. The pigeon pose is one of the best hip openers. But you want to make sure you don't squeeze your lower back muscles or your left leg muscles. inhale to your right hip. Exhale, relax the muscles, release the tension. There's a saying in yoga, it starts when you want to get out of the pose. Because that's where you feel emotions, you feel sensations, and this is where you start exploring the mind, exploring the body. Alright, with the next inhale, face forward, put your hands next to your knee, frame the knee with your hands, lengthen. And then first, curl your left toes under. Second, press against the mat, take your right knee next to the left one. And come to all fours. Knees are gathered again. And whenever you are on your hands like this, check with your index and thumb, giving the majority of your weight there. Now extend the left leg back. Put the sole of the foot to an imaginary wall. So I don't know how to say it. Left heel facing or reaching backwards rather than the toe. Now inhale, open up. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest, nose to knee. And press with the palms to give your heart a lift. Inhale, open up. Exhale, knee to chest, nose to knee. At your own pace, a few rounds. When you bring the knee to the chest, make sure you lift the heart away to open up space for the knee. So pressing against the mat with the palms, keep the heart away. With your next exhale, keep the knee on the chest, shift your weight forward, take your left foot outside the right, and then put your knee in between your hands. Put the top of the right foot on the mat and slide back to bring the thighs, inner thighs, closer to the floor. Sometimes one hip is tighter, and don't hesitate to use a block if this is the case. But make sure your hips are square and you don't give weight to one side. And then once you are comfortable, first find the lengthening from the crown of the head. Open the heart, push the shoulder blades towards the hips. And then with your heart, lean and fold forward, put the arms down, interlace the fingers, then relax the forehead on the hands. If you have any pain, let me know.
Should you be feeling the stretch more in the right or here? My problem is always it's tight here.
Here, this is in the left hip. This is
That's
where you
where
want to feel the stretch. Are you feeling it there?
Yeah.
But for people who have a very tight quadricep and upper leg muscles, they feel it there also. So it could be totally, it's very personal.
No, I feel it here.
Yes, that's the sciatic nerve and the hip joints. So that's where you want to stretch. If you have sciatica problem, like genetically I do have it, all this nerve and pain, and this is amazing for it also.
Yeah, that's why I found it more difficult on the other side, because that's where I had an injury. But yeah, now I know.
Now relax the lower back muscles. Remember using your breath for it. At this pain? Tension, okay. Pain, no. No good. Okay. but don't give your weight to your left hip too much. So stay in the middle. So inhale to the tension. Exhale, release the tension. Relax the lower back and the right leg muscles as much as you can. Be careful with the kneecap that is on the floor, so you don't want to move your leg that is extended too much for the knee. One more deep inhale. Open up the hip. One more deep exhale. And with the next inhale, lift the heart up. Press the palms to the mat. Frame your knee. First curl the right toes under. And then take your left knee next to the right. Make circles with your hips. Small or large, it's totally up to you. Big circles or small circles. You will feel that it may feel good on the hips. Now coming to frog pose. We do a lot of hip openings, so after this session, you may feel sensitive. In yoga, we first start working with the physical body, but once you are a practitioner, not a beginner, you start exploring the energy body also, which is more subtle, of course. Now, you can't maybe feel the energy, but in time, when you master it is all about, this yoga discipline is all about peeling off the bodies in your creation, being. So physical body and then energy body. And the traumas we have, I mean, everyone has a trauma, either big or small. We all come to the world with like not knowing anything. So the traumas are trapped in the energy body also, especially in the hips. So we do a lot of hip opening today. And if there are any blocked energies, the yoga, when using the physical body, twisting, opening, stretching, these energies, the blockages are released. So there may be emotions coming up during the day or during the session. If such thing happens, allow them to come without attaching a story to them. So just see it as an energy. Let it go. Do not try to ignore, just saying, as a deep note. So don't say that, oh my God, we went to this girl's class and I feel like shit now. So it may be because of the blocked energies, not me. All right, so knees a little open. Now remember the extended child pose, bringing the toes together. Open the knees as wide as you can, but don't bring the hips to the heels this time. Open the knees as wide as you can. And then what we are going to do is, either with your fists or hands, we will start lowering the pelvis down and then sending the hip back. This will start opening the inner thighs. And contact yoga.
Headbutt yoga.
What yoga? Forehead yoga. So when you come forward, yes, your pelvis will come down, but I think you all did yoga before. You remember the cobra pose. So yes, push, not push, but release the pelvis down, but press the mat with the hands, with the palms, and come into, with your upper body, come into cobra. And then back to child pose, then to upper body cobra, let's say. And then back. When you are coming forward, do not push your pelvis down. Just let it down with the, like, surrender your body weight to gravity. And then the next time you are down, I mean forward, with the pelvis down, open your feet, align down with your knees, and bring your sit bones or pelvis, your hip bones aligned in one line with your pelvis, and put your forearms on the mat. You will feel a stretch at the inner thighs here. Open the feet, yes, a little more. Do not sit on the heels, so knee and hip bone on one line. So walk forward. Yes, yes, a little. Not with your elbows, just with your shoulders. Yes. No cheating. Okay, so is there anyone who doesn't feel the inner thighs? All right. Frog pose. Yes. Read it. I'm always fascinated by the languages. Like, the animal sounds are totally different in different languages, but the animals are the same. Like roosters. In Turkey, it's ü. In English, kukuriku. I don't understand. Alright, first, lift the head up. Bring the, move forward a little bit and then bring the toes together. Then, hold with your hands, sit on the heels, bring the knees in. We will do Balasana, the child pose. Draw your hands to your feet. Grab your feet from the outer edges. Release the head. You may put a block in front of your knees just to release the neck. The more you let your shoulders sink, the more your back will expand. Again, use your breath to bring awareness to that expansion. Open up. Use the breath to stretch the muscles, to open up the vertebrae. And as you exhale, surrender a little more to gravity. And then bring your upper body up. Now we will do upper back stretch, a few of them, and then we will practice Ashtangasana, which will bring strength to our arms and to our upper body, to our chest. But first, let's open up this part a little bit. So, in the tabletop position, knees are right underneath the hip bones, hip width apart, keeping the hip bones and knees aligned. Walk with your palms forward, not with your hips, so start lowering your heart down. This time, allow your shoulder blades to come together. Allow your heart to melt down as much as you can. See how far it goes. Without pushing. And once you do that, if your neck is okay, put the chin on the mat And bring your focus to between the eyebrows. If your neck is even slightly in pain, please do not try that, just put the forehead down. Now allow your heart to melt. Maybe put your elbows down, see how it feels. Put your palms on the mat. Let your shoulder blades get together. Let your heart sink, open up. Bring awareness to the hips. Drop your belly button down. Relax the thighs. And to come out from this pose, first lift your head up and then shift your weight forward a little bit to find the strength in your arms, then press them, walk them back to tabletop. How are we doing? Good? Okay. Now, one more opening in the upper back. Thread the needle, Asana. So, in the tabletop position, give your balance to give your weight to your left hand, especially index and thumb. And then as you start inhaling, bring your right hand all the way up, as much as you can. If your neck hurts, you don't have to look at your hand, you can look just side to side. So try to turn your heart that way also. Take a deep inhale, and then take your right hand down. Take it from underneath the left arm. Lower your right shoulder down. Put the right shoulder and the right side of your face on the mat. Again, keeping the hips up and elevated. Wrap your lower hand. Wrap your left hand to your lower back. You want to completely be relaxed in this position, so if your head is not okay, you can always put a block underneath the head. And then drop the belly, relax the hip muscles. Okay, forward, forward, with your hips. Now forward, 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 forward. Yes. Yes. It's different, right? Yeah. Now, take your left hand next to your face, wherever it is. Left hand, take it back, and then press against the mat. Come back to all fours. Let's do it with the other side. Give your balance to your right index and thumb and the rest of your right fingertips. When you're ready, as you inhale, raise your branches up high. And then as you exhale, take your left arm underneath the right. Pain?
This feels so easy. Lean forward.
Forward, forward, forward. Yes. And then take your right hand next to your face. Inhaling, come back to your tabletop. Now let's practice Ashtangasana. Akis, can you move?
Sorry. It feels so good. Yeah.
I love that also. That and the puppy pose is my favorite. It's opening up. You may not like this one, but the coming one. But so most of the times, if you have practiced yoga, we do plank and then chaturanga, which is like a torture if you're a beginner also. So Ashtangasana is an easier way, a little less difficult in my opinion, and then it opens up the heart and it brings strength in time to the arms and upper body. So I'm just going to show you. Normally in plank we do this. I'm not going into plank, don't go into plank. So in plank position, we bend the elbows towards the tummy and we do chaturanga. But to do that, we need to build strength in the arms. And the easy way to go to chaturanga is Ashtangasana. So in tabletop position, move your knees a little backwards. Remember the frog pose as our pelvis could, like, anyway. The knees are a little back, then the hip bones. Now here, the trick is you want to rotate your arms outwards. So I call these inbows because I can't find a word in English for those. So the inside of the elbows are inbows now. So turn the inbows forward. This is the trick. Because if you keep your arms in a normal position, your elbows are facing the sides, and when you want to bend them, they will come to the sides, and this will not carry your upper body weight, and your chest will go down. So the knees are a little. What is the opposite of further?
Closer.
Okay, further than the hip bones, to the back side. So difficult. Now elbows are in, inbows are out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bend my elbows towards my tummy, and this is how it's going to look. My hips will stay the same, just like in puppy pose. So I'm going to bend the elbows towards the tummy and melt my heart down. Put my heart, my chest and my chin down, facing forward. Here, my elbows are hugging my body. And from here I can easily go to cobra by sliding forward, putting the pelvis down, or half cobra, which is actually safer for lower back if you have lower back issues. So 70% of cobra is quarter of half cobra. And from here you can go downward dog, blah blah, anywhere you like. And it works crazy to this area, which we want to strengthen. If you want to go for headstands or even for downward dog or chaturanga. So, in tabletop position, this time, just for now, for the beginning, take your knees a little back, turn the inbows out, elbows in. Now maybe start shifting your favorite forward and backwards a little bit. And then once your shoulders are on top of your wrists, bend your elbows towards the tummy. Keep your hip up. Keep your hips up. Up, up, up. So come back. You're doing chaturanga. You can do chaturanga. You don't. But Ashtangasana has lots of benefits also, opening the heart chakra. So you may want to practice that. So hips are on top of the heels. I'm just lowering. So you're, for example, if I go one by one, your elbows are opening to the side. And if you do that, you cannot carry your upper body. You want your elbows, you want your upper arms carrying your chest almost. So my upper arms are here, carrying right next to my breasts. And then I'm lowering my heart down. My hips are still up. Yes. No. Yes, 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 yes. No. And then slide forward, put the pelvis down, come to half cobra. You should be feeling this painful, let's say, arms here. Okay. So it may be challenging if you like, if you are very used to chaturanga and you can do it. It may be challenging to do this. Let's do it again. And then I promise you're gonna slow down, start pulling, and be careful with the nose. So, let me show you once again. You can do it directly from the tabletop also, but it's more challenging. That's why, as a beginner, you want to keep the knees a little back. So, in tabletop position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my weight forward a little bit, bend the elbows towards the tummy so that my upper arms will be right next to my breasts. And then I'm going to keep the hips like in cat-cow asana when we were breathing. Remember, we were pushing the sitting bones up. So I'm doing that with my sitting bones and then lowering my heart down. Yes, 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 yeah, yes. No, yes, no. Kind of yes, but dangerous. Yes. And now shift, slide forward, Yes, 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 yes. Either cobra. If you have a lower back problem, don't do cobra, just do half cobra. And when you are doing cobra, I hope it never happens, but imagine you are paralyzed in the underbody, lower body. So that's you don't want to squeeze the lower back muscles, you don't want to squeeze the leg muscles in cobra. You just want to stand, maybe you want to take support from the shin, from the knee, from the top of the feet, but you want to keep the lower back and the hips relaxed. Or you can do half cobra. One more Ashtangasana, I promise. Did I promise that last time that it was the last one? Okay, one more and then we will be on our back, relaxing with a happy ending of Shavasana. So, come to tabletop. One last time and then walk your knees back a little bit. Turn the in bones out. Push the sitting bones up. That will keep your hip elevated maybe a little bit. And then bending the elbows towards the tummy. Melt your heart down. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And now slide yourself forward. Press the pelvis down. Come to either half cobra or full cobra. And tabletop and child pose. In child pose, turn the palms up. So put the outside of your hands down. This will relax the wrists and relax the shoulder blades as you are rotating your arms out. Gently take yourselves to Vajrasana, so just sit on your hips, lift the upper body back to the center. If you can't do Vajrasana, you can always do cross-legged position, doesn't matter. Now extend the arms, palms facing each other, fold your thumbs in, and then fold your fingers. Now this side, turn it forward. So you will feel a stretch in the here. And then release, shake, shake, shake. Now put your right hand to an imaginary roll with your left hand. Take the fingers and gently pull your fingers towards your face. So to stretch that inner part of the wrist. And now turn the right fingers down. With your thumb, left thumb, grab your palm and then again gently lift it towards yourself. To stretch the upper part of the wrists. and then shake. Let's do it to the other hand. You can make fist and open also. So put the palm, left palm to the imaginary wall and pull your fingers towards the face. Now fingers down with the right thumb and the fingers. Pull your head towards yourself. And then open, close. Interlace the fingers around your hands. Gather the palms around your wrists and the other way around. The other way around is a bit tricky. I don't know why. Shake, shake, shake. Now let's lie down on our back as I promised. Finally. But we are not finished yet, so keep the knees bent. Now take your right foot and put it above your left knee. Pull your left knee towards the chest and interlace your fingers either underneath the leg, but make sure your shoulders and your head is on the floor. Or if this stretch is not good enough for you, you can interlace the fingers on top of your shin. This is like a pigeon pose, kind of giving the same effect. Again, kind of. It's not working with the quadriceps or inner thighs, but it's a good hip opener. Deep inhale one more time to the hips. And then change legs, put both feet on the ground. Left foot comes above the right knee. Pull your right knee towards the chest. Interlace your fingers either behind the leg or on top of the shin below the right knee. Making sure your head and your shoulders are relaxed on the mat. And now take the feet back next to the hips on the mat. Now draw your knees, both knees to the chest. Keep the toes together. Open your knees as wide as you can. Bring your arms inside the knees. We are going into happy baby pose. With your index and middle fingers, grab your big toes. Make sure you don't hold your head up, so relax the head, relax the shoulders. Feel your tailbone, feel your spine on the mat, not the tailbone, but the spine. Now you can stay here or keeping the knees wherever they are, close to the floor. Open the soles of your feet to the ceiling, to the sky. Let's be more imaginary. And then once you are in happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana, you can rock yourselves like happy babies to left and right. And also like happy babies, put a smile on your face. It's a wonderful massage for kidneys and shoulder blades and the lower back. Now gather the soles of your feet, put them on the mat close to your inner thighs. Let your knees drop to the sides. Interlace your fingers, put them behind your head and relax. Keeping your hands where they are, bring the left knee on top of the right knee. And then come back to butterfly with the soles gathered, knees open. Then bring the right knee on top of the left knee. Both knees back to the center. And finally, extend your legs. Release the hands, take your arms next to your body, palms open. Coming into Shavasana, the corpse pose. Find comfort, hopefully, in your lying on your back position. We just want to slowly let go of the physical body. Remember how we send the inhales to the parts of our body, and then as we exhale, releasing the tension, we will scan the body doing that, starting from the feet. Inhale to your feet, and as you exhale, release the tension in your feet. And the next inhale, send it to your lower legs, your knees, your upper legs. And once you exhale, relax those muscles. Your next inhale, send it to your pelvis, to your genital area, to your anus muscle, to your muscle that you hold your pee. And exhale out everything, all the toxins, all the unwanted energies. Relax the muscles. Next inhale, send it to your hips, hip joints, flexors. And then relax the muscles as you exhale. Next inhale, send it to your abdominal area. Exhale out the tension. Relax the abdominal muscles. Inhale to your chest, inhale to your rib cage, to your lungs, to your heart, which is a muscle itself also. As you exhale, relax your heart muscle, relax the rib cage. Inhale to your shoulders, arms, wrists, palms, fingers, thumbs. As you exhale, release the tension in your hands, in your fingertips, in your thumbs. Feel the energy in your palms, the tinglings, the warmth or coolness inside your palms. Feel the weight of that energy and distribute that energy to your whole body. Inhale to your head. As you exhale, drop the weight of your skull, the weight of your brain to the mat. Relax the neck muscles. Inhale to your face. And as you exhale, relax your jaw, relax the tongue, relax the eyes, the eyebrows, the muscle between the eyebrows, the forehead muscles, the scalp of your hair. Inhale to your whole physical body, and as you exhale, let go of your body for a couple of minutes. Let it melt to your mat. Surrender your body to gravity. Bring awareness to the hard surface that you are lying on, that is carrying your body. And then draw your attention to your physical body. Try to feel the weight, the borders of your physical body. Bring your sensations back, the sensations of your body touching the floor touching your body. Start with little movements in the toes, in the fingers, to bring more awareness, to bring movement again, waking up the physical body. If you feel the need to stretch your legs, stretch the arms, do that as if you just woke up in the morning. Take your time, take it slow to come back to where we started. Maybe turn to one side, maybe pull the knees to chest for a couple of breaths. Gently and slowly. Before rushing into our daily tasks or whatever we want today, we are planning today, take your time to close the eyes just one more moment. One more time, connect with your breath. Feel the expansion in your body when you breathe in. Bring awareness to this beautiful system that keeps you alive. Bring life into your body, bringing oxygen and prana, the life force energy. A deep inhale to the heart. And open the mouth and exhale. And always remember, whenever you feel lost, this is your sanctuary. The wisdom that doesn't need your control, that's inside you, a part of the universe that is constantly working to keep you alive. Always come back to that space whenever you need an anchor in life. And whenever you feel ready, by blinking, gently open your eyes. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for sharing with me.
Thank you.